One of Australia's most well-known bird species and an integral part of the local ecosystem is the emu. Sometimes confused with the similar-looking and closely related ostrich from Africa, the emu is also a member of the family of birds known as ratites. The name ratite comes from the Latin phrase for raft, which is a reference to the fact that all of these birds have lost their keel, the extension of the breastbone attaching flight muscles for birds that fly. Standing around 5 to 6 foot tall and weighing up to 50 to 60 kilograms, the emu is widely considered the largest living bird alive today after the ostrich, and along with the southern cassowary is the largest bird endemic to Australia. Another distinctive physical feature attributed to ratites, including the emu, is their feather structure. In most bird species, particularly those that are able to fly, the filaments on either side of the quill of each feather are linked together by microscopic hooks, forming an unbroken blade-like structure, which makes for a very good aerodynamic or hydrodynamic shape. In flightless ratites like the emu, however, these hooks are non-existent, meaning the filaments of the feathers are not linked together to form an unbroken structure. Instead, they're much looser and fluffy or even shaggy in appearance. Since the emu is obviously not a bird of flight, the main purpose of these feathers is usually insulation as well as courtship and display. Much like the similar looking and closely related ostrich and rhea, the emu has a tall neck and very large eyes for its size. In fact, each one of its eyes is similar in size to its brain. These two features in particular enable the emu to effectively forage for resources in its open habitat, as well as potentially spotting threats from a great distance. Emus are somewhat sociable in nature and will often forage in small groups. Naturally accustomed to travelling vast distances across the Australian outback, emus are also exceptionally fast runners. Though not quite as speedy as the African ostrich, which can reach up to 45 miles per hour or more in a sprint, the emu can still sprint at around 30 plus miles per hour, which is enough to outpace most other animals. This kind of speed and endurance is useful when covering vast areas of ground in search of new feeding opportunities, but also proves handy in escaping the few predators that are around, including dingoes. There are also a few cases of emus being attacked by the largest endemic bird of prey on the continent, the wedge-tailed eagle. These Australian relations of the more familiar golden eagle typically hunt smaller prey, but on very rare occasions they have been observed attacking emus, especially young individuals, where they will grab at the birds' necks with their talons. Thanks to their long and flexible necks, the emu is well suited for precise foraging over large expanses of ground. They are mostly vegetarian in nature, although they will occasionally eat small insects. As desert-adapted birds, however, they can go for an astonishing 2 months without feeding. They can also survive for 1 to 2 days without drinking any water, though much like the camel, when they do get a chance to drink, they make the most of it. Another little known fact about the emu is that they frequently communicate to each other by producing very low frequency calls, so low in fact that they're beyond the range of most human hearing, which is referred to as infrasound. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this short fact file about the Australian emu. Until next time, I'll see you in the next one.